All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Let's Play series. We're going to be getting into some Satisfactory. Now, I've got some serious time in Satisfactory. According to Steam, it's a bajillion hours. So I want to see what they've added to the game, play it all the way through, do that along with you guys, and let you guys experience the Satisfactory feeling. I got into the game here probably back during, I want to say it was around 0.7, and dumped quite a few years into it. So I'm excited to share it all with you guys, and yeah, let's see how we do here.
From main transport complete. Group 8 delivered to Calistian region. All pioneers functional, initiating dispersion. Attention Pioneer, I am Ada, your personal instance of the artificial directory and assistant. Welcome to the Fixit Incorporated Save the Day program. A Fixit Pioneer has 3 core assignments. Construct. All pioneers must follow Fixit guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts,
Exploitation.
and power infrastructure. Explore and exploit. Fixit selected planets are rich with resources suitable for direct use or further investigation. Stay within your designated. And that is why the world is counting on pioneers like you. Fixit. Short-term solutions to long-term problems. Initiating planetfall.
Planetfall, that sounds
entry in 3,
dangerous.
2, 1.
Very dangerous.
Arrow assist. Drag within acceptable parameters.
Good.
Descent phase begun. Decelerating.
Okay.
Deploying parachute.
Good.
Deploying backup parachute.
Not good.
Skipping parachute.
Oh god.
Landing phase begun. Activating retro propulsion.
Retro propulsion. Yikes. That's a mouthful. Oh yeah. I just love the audio in this game.
Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer.
Okay.
Acceptable.
Acceptable. Sounds about right. Beautiful. Got our build gun.
Congratulations. You are the 3rd in your region to survive planetfall. Welcome to Massage 2.
Only number 3.
In the binary system of Akicha.
Okay. Let me get my bearings here. Ada.
Loading objective-based introduction. Begin onboarding.
Okay.
First contact safety tool supplied due to presence of alien megafauna.
Got it.
Adhere to Fixit procedure and equip the Fixit
Dismantle it.
Xeno Zapper before leaving the drop
Cool.
zone.
And we're gonna scan for some iron here. Now I think.
Next objective: dismantle the drop pod. Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient.
We're gonna go over
we do
here.
Not waste. The drop pod will be recycled to construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub.
The hub. That's bacon agaric, yeah.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it, does not mean it won't eat you.
Oh god.
Store this potential resource for later use.
It might eat me. Yikes. Okay. And we got some iron up here. Wait, hostility? Wait, what's going on? What's going on? Am I being attacked already? Oh, we got a hogger. Just gonna give him the good old prod. Yeah. Okay.
Sample interrupting previous message for higher priority message. Next
Okay.
objective. Use the build gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near future progress,
Ah,
so
yes,
ensure
the
you build
hub.
the hub close to iron sources. Fix it does not pay by the kilometer.
I love that. There we go.
Hub foundation built. The hub terminal and crafting bench are only the humble beginnings of a successful Fix-It pioneer, but essential for the next steps of onboarding. Once finished, the hub will function as your base of operations. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 1.
Okay. So for hub upgrade 1, we're going to need 10 iron rods. So we'll whip up some ingots here. There's no point in having ore really in your inventory, so I'm just going to make them what they need to be. A little shifty click, and there we go. Oh, whoa.
Hub upgrade
Okay.
1, storage and frame, completed. Equipment
Personal
like the portable miner
storage.
can now be made in the workshop.
Okay,
Congratulations on completing your
and
first milestone, the first of many providing access to new recipes and technologies for the Fix-It mission. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 2.
yes, hub upgrade 2. Okay, got some essentials there. So we're gonna need a workshop, which of course, so I'm gonna add this to my kind of to-do list so I know what I need to craft over here. So we need 6 iron plates. Cool. And I think there is another iron deposit up here. Yes. We'll grab this iron. And then we'll need to make rods again. Now you'll notice, right, there's no way to just queue up like X amount unless you really like configure what's in your inventory. The goal of the game is automation. So as soon as possible, we want to get things automated and reducing how many things we are manually making. Now, you can manually make stuff, but I mean, that wouldn't be efficient, and Fix-It would not approve. Now, our layout here to start is going to be probably a little bit terrible, but that's okay. I'm going to probably want 2 of those. 1, 2, and we'll do some rods. Now the way I'm kind of like finagling that is just well timed, hitting the escape button to get out of there before it goes too many, right? Because I want to save those ingots for things that I know I need. Inventory, and I gotta put these in my hand. Place them. Boom, boom. And they're gonna get to mining. Now, I'm gonna need 20 rods and 10 plates. Might as well get started here. Now, those miners are only going to mine ore for us, right? So that we're not hammering at it beyond knocking the initial node off. So once they're full and they got 100 in them, they'll stop. Can we... No, we can't scan anything else. Okay, there's more iron over there. Now this is a pure node, which means we're going to get the most out of it once we start throwing down miners here and probably a couple hub upgrade levels. Now, I cannot really stand making stuff by hand. We're gonna go pretty limited here. And just make what we need. Boom, and that should be enough for our next hub upgrade. Boom, whoa. There we go.
Hub upgrade 2, power and shell, completed. The smelter can turn raw ore such as copper and iron into ingots, and the biomass burner generates power when fueled. Fun fact, most of the native flora and fauna is compatible with Fix-It technology. Fueling the biomass burner with inappropriate materials will result in deductions or even cancellation of your yearly bonus. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 3.
Yeah, don't want to lose our bonus. Now, okay, do we have any new... We do have this access to a smelter. Now I'm gonna... Alright, there's our copper. So I think we're gonna want 2 more of these. We're going to need to start making wire, it looks like. Okay, that gets us the miner, but we're also going to need a smelter. 3 of them, probably. Yeah. Nailed it. All right. Now we're going to need to build our 2 portable miners. And we're going to want... Yeah. And where was that copper node? Over here? Yeah. Yep. Yep. And we got a hog over here, too. I think we're going to have to... I'm going to take that for later. And yeah, let's knock this bad boy off of here. Very nice. And we'll drop those bad boys on there. We'll let the copper do its thing, and we'll start building our ingredients for the iron plates and iron rods. So we're going to need, what is that, 20 rods and 20 plates. And by the time we finish that, our copper should be done with the first batch. Oh, I've got some on me, that's right. Very tedious work in the beginning, but as we get into it, we're going to be automating more and more, and things are going to get much, much easier to do. Beautiful. I did allot myself some for the smelters, but that's okay. We'll wait on that.
Hub Upgrade 3, Interior Furnishing, completed. The constructor can produce simple parts, and power poles allow for the expansion of the power grid. When you make the inevitable mistake, Fix-It's dismantling feature is designed to salvage all resources used during construction, in line with our zero waste policy.
Okay.
We understand that Fix-It pioneers are only human and thus prone to error. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 4.
Alright, so we're going to put our first smelter, like right, I don't know, here-ish. And for our biomass burner, we're going to need a whole bunch of this crap. We're just going to take all the leaves and wood that's nearby here. We're going to want to get to coal power as soon as possible because using leaves kind of sucks. And we got about 500 there. That should be plenty. Now, can I turn this into... Eventually, we'll be able to turn it into biomass, which is a little bit more efficient. But not quite yet. Now, we have a couple of those. So what we'll do here is we're going to place down... Oh, we need concrete. Well, you know what? Let's just get that started for the moment. Put some of that in there, and it should be running our smelter to make iron. And just gonna pop that iron we have in there. Now, in terms of concrete, I think there's some limestone. There's some over there. Oh, there's one right here. And we're going to need portable miners before we can do anything with it. So, we're not going to need much to start. So, I think we just add one to our to-do list there. So we're going to need some of our... We should be cooking nuggets now. Yeah. We've already cut one step out of the production process. And you can see very quickly this is evolving into a lot of things to do. Always have your weapon at the ready, unless you know you've already cleared that spot. Beautiful. Okay. And let's go ahead and pop that guy on there just so we have a little bit of starting stuff. What else do we have access to? Not much. Okay. So let's make this little bit of limestone into some concrete. Luckily, that looks like it's a pretty quick recipe. Of course, it's going to leave me with a weird number of limestone in my inventory. That makes my skin crawl. And then we're going to put a power pole here. So this is going to give us the ability to start sectioning out parts of our operation. Because we'll have the miner. Maybe not. This will make sense in a little bit, but we can only put 4 things on a power pole. So, right, just thinking into the future here, we're going to have a miner, a smelter, and a constructor all on the same one power pole. So we'll need those 2 extra slots for the constructor and the miner. And then this can branch off to our other things. Now, with that in mind, let's go ahead and make ourselves, I don't know, a couple iron rods there. We'll get started on some wire for the smelter at our copper facility. And I'm going to start hotkeying this. Now to hotkey, you hold down the Alt, you use your scroll wheel to kind of scroll through here. This just makes it easier to shift through things later. I'm going to put our smelter is 1, our constructor is 2, right? And all you do is you hover over in the build menu and you hit the number of the item that you would want to build with it. So we'll hit number 1 here and boom, our smelter's gonna be right here. And then just the same as, we're gonna scroll back, just the same as we did over here. We're gonna need a little bit more wire and cable before we can do that. I'm just gonna take that 1 set because I don't really need a ton yet. Now, if I remember correctly, these only give us 20 megawatts of power, and each of these machines is going to take up 4. So we're at a limit of 5 machines for right now. Yuck. That's okay though. I think we get access to a second bio burner in time. Some more cable, beautiful. And let's just go ahead and grab that, and we'll take it over here with the same kind of plan in mind for the future. And then we'll connect this to here. And now I at least do not have to make any more copper ingots myself. So I guess the only other thing that we could potentially do is get set up for our limestone as well. I need those copper ingots to, in order to be able to do that. Boom. All right. Excellent. That should be enough to get us the wire and cable. That puts us at 3 machines. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay. This is our splitting off pole. And we will go here with it. Now we don't need a smelter for limestone. That gets fed straight into a constructor. However, we will need a smelter for the second iron node. Now, ooh, that's gonna put us at a potential, yeah. So before we do that, we're gonna need another branch off here so that we can have another 4 power. Ah, dang it, out of wire again. Okay. Which means I need more copper. I've forgotten how good this grind is. The running to and fro, going back and forth, getting all the little things you need. I'm going to wait till that's empty till I refill it with another 100. If you look, that yellow indicator there means that it's no longer running. It lacks input. So we can grab another stack of iron here and stick it in there. We'll take those iron nuggets. Great. Might as well make some more wire because we will need that for setting it up. Great. And we have not looked at our next hub inventory, hub upgrade. Yeah, we're gonna need some stuff. Some stuffs. Okay, so we'll have... Alright, so what I'm thinking here is we'll have this producing wire. We're gonna have this producing iron plates. And up here we will have that making iron rods. And is that a power slug I hear? Do I hear a power slug? What a... Oh, no, he is up there. No, it's a little early to be grabbing those yet. So, just the same, we have iron here. We'll take the nugget production for now. And slap that in there, and we need... There's no power. Why is there no power? Oh, we have to connect it. Of course. Now, let's get our constructors set up. That's going to be one for the limestone, one for the copper wire, and both of the iron ones. Fantastic. Now, what is involved in making these? We're going to need screws, and screws take iron rods. We're going to need 8 of these. 8 times 12, so use the N key. 8 times 12 equals 96 iron rods. Not too painful. It'll go pretty quick here. And we have 82. So we'll grab a couple more ingots. We got 94 in there, so that's quite a bit. And there's our 96. No, I grossly overcalculated that. I don't know what math I was doing. No, that's gonna be not correct. We need 96 screws, not 96 iron rods. Oh, God, I'm a dummy. Wow. Well, at least I have some to get me going. And we'll need a handful of iron plates. And then we'll start seeing that tick. And now this number over here, that's how many you can make based on the ingredients that you have access to. Okay. Now, do we have access to conveyor belts yet? We do not. That's mildly annoying, but I don't think that that will be a long-term problem. We're going to put you on iron plates, and we're going to connect you to our thingamabob. We're out of iron there, so we will restock the iron. And we're going to set you to making iron plates. We'll drop some iron nuggies in there. And then over here, likewise, we're going to have a constructor that makes concrete. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I don't hate the idea of having this make concrete just because we don't have a ton at our easy disposal just yet. So we're going to be at our machine limit though. So we want to be careful about that. Here's our nuggetator. Uh-oh. Easy. Maybe. Give it a couple quick stabbity stabs. We'll put some more in there. And then we can feed our constructor the nuggets it needs to make more iron plates, because we're going to need 75 for the next hub upgrade. And the rest, we have the concrete, we have almost all the cables, we have plenty of wire to make that. I don't think we need to go over there. I think we can just make our last couple cables here. I'm not going to make the next constructors just yet because I think oh, we did not have enough. Yeah, we did have enough concrete. And we need 75 iron plates. Because I think in the next hub upgrade or two, we are going to get access to a second biomass burner. And that would be extremely helpful. In the meantime, while we got her cooking, we're going to grab more of this. We're gonna get ready to be making some better biofuel. I really hope it's sometime soon we get access to make. You can kind of like mash this stuff up into like, I don't know, air quote, biomass that will give us the ability to have like a little bit more efficient fuel. I'm just gonna get to like 1,000 here. 980, 990, 1,000. 1,000 even. Look at that. Okay. And we got a little wood in there too. Let's see. Getting there pretty quickly. A little bit faster than I thought. We have time to kill. Do I have copper on me? Yes, I do. Let's just make that into wire for our cables for the constructor. We don't need to connect it yet, but we might as well build it. And then we're going to need another one over by the other iron node. It should be enough room. This will be set to wire. And we got some nuggets in there. We're going to take that, and I don't think we're going to need these anymore. Okay, I was a little worried there for a second. I don't know what happened. Do we have any room on our power grid? Our other constructor, yeah, we've got the stuff. Let's build them. We're gonna put it right, I don't know, here. And that's gonna be for iron rods. Now is this out of beautiful? That's what we needed. You can take those, pick up the miner, pick up the miner. We can add those in there, and we're good. And oh, what we got in here? Character customization. Oh, beautiful. So we're gonna go for sure with all gold accessories and a black outfit. The gold accessories, I think it's because I did something. Oh, some of it is for it's for playing during early access. That's cool. I like that. That's a nice little gift from the devs. Boom.
Hub Upgrade 4, Landing Platform and Utilities, completed. Conveyor belts connect the output of one building to the input of another and transport resources. Due to past incidents, I have been asked to issue a clarification. Portable miners, obviously, do not have a connection for conveyor belts.
Oh,
There
yeah.
is nothing
I
to
think we know
suggest, visually or functionally, that they can be connected to portable miners. If this is something you struggle with, do not worry. Fixit has alternative uses for all their pioneers. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 5.
So we did not get the biomass upgrades as I thought we might. We ran out of juice. I don't want to use the wood. Let's use leaves. Okay. Now we got access to conveyor belts. Okay, so I think that makes things just a little bit easier. Yeah, because we can, yes. I don't think we have enough power though to support anything else. Maybe we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 on there already, so this guy, we'll take the concrete, we'll plug it with more limestone. Get that cooking. I don't know. We need to look at the next hub upgrade. What did that really give us? Not a whole lot of anything. Okay. That'll get us access to miners. Okay, so we almost have the iron rods. How are we looking here? Man, here we go. We just need some iron rods and a little bit of cable. Now we have a smelter up there attached. We don't have. Yeah, because I think since I started the other two, oh, I guess we do have room. So let's go ahead and we'll put that on there. We'll get that cooking. Iron rods. We can also fill that full of ore. Oh, you know what? I was right. That's fine. We'll disconnect the smelter for right now, because I think we're good on ingots. Alright, let's we can grab probably some of these, split the stack, and we can make just a handful of iron rods to get us through things. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's because I didn't feed them in here. Man, I am scatterbrained today. And we're going to need 49 additional cables. That'll only take us a second or two here. Alright, maybe like a minute. Which is a little bit longer than a second. 60 seconds to be exact. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Excellent.
Hub Upgrade 5, Power Expansion, completed. The miner, unlike portable miners, can be connected to conveyor belts and requires power to function. Caution,
Here
as
we
you
go.
expand, the energy demand of your production may exceed the capacity of your power grid. The onboarding program was established because Fix-It pioneers often experience memory issues after planetfall. If you are experiencing nosebleeds, nausea, existentialism, or an itchy scalp, there is no need for concern. This should pass within 5 to 7 workdays. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 6.
That's hilarious. Okay. So what we're going to do here, we're going to throw down, oh my goodness. We're going to need a handful of wire and a handful of cables to pull this off. All right, so my thought process here, we have our main line that we've kind of been building everything off of. We can put these on the same grid. So we're going to put A and B on there. We need to fill this guy with leaves, and then we need to connect this to the main line. Now, this should, if you look at the gray there, our capacity is now 40. So that's 10 machines. That's double what we have on there. Now, if we look at our consumption, our max consumption is 20, which means we have 5 machines connected to the grid. So now we can work on expanding that a little bit. I'm going to get the current machines going. We're going to start getting our iron rods and everything else connected. And then we're going to want to build 1, 2 iron, limestone, and a copper. Now we have concrete here. That gives us the concrete we need. And we're gonna refill this boy. And then we just need to pick up some iron plates. We're gonna need a decent stack. Yes, and we can just fill this with the rest of those ingots. Cool, so now we should be able to come in here and set down our miners. And we're gonna want this facing... I don't know if that's going to like... Okay, it does like it. And we can connect the power line to this section. And we should now, yes, be spinning up. We'll dump my last, that's copper. We now have all of those producing. We're gonna do the same up here. Excellent. We'll get, oh, nope, there we go. We'll get him connected. So now it's going to have iron ore flowing into here, making iron ingots, flowing into here, making iron rods. And copper is becoming extremely annoying. So I think we're going to do copper next. And don't know if this is configured for wire. It is. We'll put our one little copper ore in there. We will put our copper ingots in there. Very good. And we still have the materials to make our miner. And we'll connect that via conveyor belt, hook up the power, and we should now be chugging right along. So our max consumption there is over the limit. We're probably going to grid out here in a second, is my guess. It's because the limestone machine is not currently running, which I think is okay. We'll take that concrete for now. We're going to need some more power. In order to do that, we're going to need access to another biomass burner, but before we do that, we're going to want some storage containers. And with those storage containers, we're just going to disconnect this so we don't have any mishaps. The storage containers are going to be what we feed all of our products into. As things get made. And that's going to allow us to start to accumulate a backlog beyond what the machine stores. Now, if you remember, I took the power off of this constructor so that it doesn't turn on. And we just need some iron rods and some iron plates to build our storage containers. So there's our rods. There's our plates. And let's go ahead and get some of these boys built. We should start seeing plates flow out. Yeah, I anticipated that grid blow. Why? I'm betting we ran out of fuel. Yep. And that's not going to keep us going for very long. We're going to need to find ourselves some more fuel. Oh, it's going to be so nice to get access to some better fuel here soon, hopefully. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. I'm just going to go with like, oh yeah, a whole ton here. All right, that should be plenty. He's gonna need 500. All right, that was relatively accurate. There we go. And we are 1 megawatt under capacity there. We're gonna continue to build out our upcoming infrastructure. I haven't even looked at the next hub upgrade piece yet, but that's okay because yeah, that placement was absolutely terrible. I want us to start accruing things because I imagine it's going to take time in order to build up all that stuff that we're gonna need. Bam. Okay. I think we're good. With an extra portable miner to boot. All right, what is involved? There we go. Biomass, another biomass burner, and then the space elevator. So let's see what we got here. What do we need? We're just gonna need to pick some stuff up by the looks of it, and that was the goal. Is we can now come into here, grab ourselves 42 on the money, exactly what we needed. That's our iron rods. We're a little short on concrete. We need 9. So we need 27 limestone to make that. We're gonna put the rest back in there. And we're gonna need 81 more wire. I hope we have something close to that here. Wow. Wow, look at that timing. That was creepy. Creepily on par. And boom. Boom, 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 boom. And now we're gonna have a little visitor.
Landing platform hydraulics.
If I remember
completed.
correctly.
Freighter landing initialized.
Yeah, here he comes.
Congratulations, you have completed
Oh,
onboarding
yeah.
and achieved the absolute minimum skill level required of a Fix-It pioneer. Fix-It looks forward to your future achievements, because a future with Fix-It is a future with you. Tier 1 and 2 milestones are now available in the hub, and biomass burners can now be built individually. Your first official objective is to initiate project assembly by building the space elevator. This objective will take a significant amount of resources, so Fix-It recommends getting to work.
That's funny. Let's yeah, I like. Here is our hub. It's looking pretty dang good. We'll take a picture there just for memory's sake, and I love it. Let's see what's involved in the space elevator. So I think it's Yep, we're going to have access to tier 1, which gets us our foundations and everything else. We're going to need a lot of materials. So to build the space elevator, yeah, we need a lot of things. So, you know, until we start building up a little bit of an inventory here, there's gonna be some waiting. I think what we do need to do, though, is we're going to get ourselves a biomass burner built. We're gonna take off our space elevator for right now. And we're gonna prepare ourselves a little bit more capability for our power grid in order to have everything running that we can. This guy's running at absolute maximum right now. We're gonna get our concrete going, and then I'm gonna let it work off camera for a little bit. And I think that's gonna close out our episode here. As we wait on the supplies that we need in order to get the space elevator going. So what we can do here before we kind of wrap up, we're gonna kill the grid, and we're gonna do it for a reason. We've taken all the fuel out. We have 3 biomass burners to do. Now we now have access, I was talking about this earlier, to build this biomass fuel type. It's a little bit more efficient. You don't need really as much of it. We just want to get ourselves like total of 600, a 200 stack for everything. There we go. Beautiful. That gives us some wood and some leaves. That's going to be plenty to keep things going, at least for just a little bit longer. Now we can fill these guys up with this new biomass material. We're going to have 20 additional megawatt capacity. Beautiful. Everything is singing. Copper is all going. The only thing that we have left to connect is our concrete facility here. That's going to get going. We're going to be producing concrete. We've got our iron rods, our iron plates, and our wire going already. So I think that is it, folks, for this episode. Thank you all for joining. When we get back, we'll be getting into some of the tier 0 and tier 2. We're going to have some stacks of materials here that we need to work through. And yeah, it's going to be a fun time. So thanks for joining me on our starting journey here here in Satisfactory. And if you made it to the end of the video, please leave a like. Let me know that you watched it all the way through. If you have anything that you'd like to see me do, or that maybe I missed, I could do better, despite how much time I have, I am always interested in new tips and tricks. And if you want to see the next video, please go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you get notified when I post the next one. Until then, see you guys in the next one.